Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another video review slash overview of a product that I was actually in contact with a company about, and it's called ArqSpin. And basically, it's an app that you put on your phone. You can see here on my phone right now, and allows you to actually take 360-degree views of products, whether or not you're doing it, obviously in this case for reviews, like I've been kind of testing it out for, or I think this is a perfect thing for those people that are trying to sell something online, eBay, Amazon, whichever, because this allows you to get a 360-degree interactive view to your, your possible clients or your, people that are looking to purchase your items. So I thought I'd give you a quick overview of it and how it actually works. I have my Canon 70D DSLR on the turntable. First, a little bit about the turntable itself. ArqSpin actually sent me this turntable to include in my review, and obviously right now it's going clockwise, but if you actually turn it off, turn it back on, it switches directions. Same thing if I turn it off, back on again, it'll switch back directions the other way. So if you're looking for a specific way to go, whether it matters to you, obviously that's an easy fix that you can actually change, which I do like, but at the same time, I haven't really found a huge use for myself yet. I'm sure there are people out there that would have a use for that, but in this case, I'm trying to get a 360-degree view anyway, so in all reality, it's just the app. You just have to tell which way it's going in the app itself. So that said, that's the turntable itself. My system, if you can see here, I just have a poster board, or in this case, one of those that you can get at Walmart or Target or any of those places where that it's designed for kids in their science fairs or whatever, the trifold ones. Because I want, basically at first I just put a white background to it, and right where it met the table, I'd always get some kind of thing. So now I use, you have the flat base that goes right, seamless. Yeah, you get a little bit of crease. And yes, I understand that you can do a lot of different things. At first time I actually tried this, I tried to make it look like the product was actually floating in midair, so white everywhere, so I could actually take the background basically out of the equation and make it float. Not too hard to do that with this application, especially if you get the right lighting. In this case, I'm probably going to get a few shadows just because of how I have the lighting set up, but you can, there's a lot of really good tutorials. If you actually go onto ArqSpin's website, or if you can go on YouTube, you can actually find out some really good tutorials of how to get the least amount of lighting, artifacting, and things like that, and shadowing. In this case, I have these little lights with these rings on it, which I will get a shadow, but right now that's what I'm making do with, and it works pretty good actually. I actually like what I get in the end. If you change the lighting, and I would actually tell people if they're looking at this, try changing the lighting, doing several different ones, because you're going to get different reflection off, like in this case off the camera lens, or any of those shadow effects on the camera itself will change that up, which will obviously affect how it actually looks. So it's one of those things that I would definitely try various items. But I thought I'd at least show you how it works. So this is the app. I have the ArqSpin app up. Let me actually open up the app from the beginning. I'll close it down. Let me just close it down all the way, and bring up ArqSpin. Now, in the actual app, it's going to show you some of the ones that I've already done before. This is actually the first one I've ever done with my DSLR on the thing. But you hit the little camera button, brings up the actual camera. You can do it in landscape or portrait, it doesn't matter. In this case, the other thing is on the actual menu here, you obviously have the big red button to start recording. You have a light. You can actually turn your lighting on. So if you actually want to get a lighting effect off the front, that's another thing you can do. You can actually use your iPhone's light source. Settings in here, you can actually change turntable settings, so you can increase or decrease how much time it actually takes for it to go all the way around. So one thing, if you don't have their actual turntable, because this is basically set for their turntable, and you're doing something that takes longer or less time, you can obviously set this so you get it. You want it to go at least one rotation around, just a little past, so you make sure you don't have you're not missing segments. It does a really good job of stitching. And then that said, the one other thing you want to do is, and this is actually another one of those things that you can do artistically on the actual turntable. It doesn't come, at least their turntables don't come center marked. So what I did is took a little pencil and held it there for a little bit and found center. So my center point is approximately right there. So you can actually figure out where on here. So obviously, if I put center point like where where you would mount the tripod, it's gonna have a really wide swath, so you're gonna have to back the camera up, your phone up a little more. In this case, I'm actually gonna shoot for here, so it's kind of like on an axis right in the center. you know, roughly right about there. And you know, if it is off slightly, which in this case, because I just plopped it down real quick, it probably will be. You'll see that wobble in the video after you're done, and you can obviously go back and redo it again. Because I mean, obviously you have the turntable and everything set up, so you might as well just get it done right, especially if you're selling something. So, you know, in this case, I'm going to let it go around in rotation, make sure I have it within the full frame, make sure it doesn't go out of frame. If it does go out of frame, then I'm probably going to back the phone up a little bit here on the tripod. See if it looks actually pretty good on center there. Let's see if the actual lens goes off to the left. No, it doesn't look like, it looks like I'm going to be set up right there. So now, you can obviously set your settings, so your autofocus, things like that. I select the camera and get, you know, decent light settings within there. It's a little low. So let's go with that. And then you can, when you hit the record button, you just tell it, is it going counterclockwise or is it going clockwise? In this case, it's going clockwise, so we just hit clockwise, and then it counts down 5, 4, making sure you don't, hey, don't touch me while I'm taking this one, and now it's capturing the spin. It's obviously not capturing audio, so I can keep talking. But if I was to bump this, it's going to make my spin hiccup and not look great. Obviously, for the next little bit here, and so you can see how it's capturing the spin, this is where you set up that timetable settings to make sure that you're capturing the entire spin. But once it's actually captured, then it'll render real quick and it'll become available. And then you can obviously edit the postings, do whatever. And then once you have it all edited to your heart's content, you can then upload it to ArqSpin's service. Free accounts offer 5 on their server at any time that you can use. However, you can actually upgrade $20 a month, things like unlimited uploads, but you do have a limit of how many views per month, and they have different segments there as well. Right now I'm using their free trial offer on this account to get some more spins in, but they do offer a 1 month free to try it out and see how you like the advanced package before you actually get it done. So it's done capturing now. It's processing real quick. Once it's done processing, you bring it over here so you can get a little better view. Let's see if I can get a little better view. So this is my current spin, and obviously they just put a date for the title. I go in there. Now I can see my actual spin itself. The nice thing is I can grab it and I can spin it around. Actually, you know what? That looks pretty good for centered even. I'm impressed. You can see where there's some shadow effects. I don't really see any shadows in the background so much. But what you can do is you can hit the edit button here. You can set the thumb. So I'm going to set my thumbnail as right there. Okay, done. You can set your title. In this case, I'll just put 70D. Just real quick, like I can edit this later. Oop, I went out of the editing menu. So title, you can put your description in when you want to put your description. Oh, cancel that. Oh, this is going to be white balance, so you can obviously set the white balance just by clicking. So obviously if I click something black, it's going to really mess it up. Background, obviously in my case, is white, but depending on where the shadow is going to depend on how white it is. So let's just keep it at that. Let me pull it off to the side a little bit so I can actually get to these menus. And we can change brightness. What you'll notice, so if we have there we have a slight shadow effect right there, we can actually start taking some of those out, but you're going to lose a lot of that brightness on the camera itself. You can obviously change the contrast so we can get a little more pop on it. So that looks pretty cool. We can change saturations, but I usually don't touch that a whole lot, to be honest. Take down the brightness a little more. And it obviously depends on if there's specific things you're looking for. In this case, if I was trying to take a picture of this, I would do this. I would probably do another video with the flash up. Maybe do another one without the lens on, just the actual camera body itself. There's a lot of things you can do with this app that you can actually get a lot of different views on the camera itself. So you can have multiple ArqSpins per product. But I mean, obviously this is pretty cool. I mean, really cool. So, real quick and easy way to do it. And then once you, let me pull it back over here so I can get to that menu. So let's say I saved it, I'm done, good. Then you can actually hit the send button, and now it's going to actually send to my user account right online. It's going to be on my online account. Now, obviously, I can do some more editing here and resubmit it again. I can keep, the free account, you can keep 5 uploaded at any time. And then obviously uploading is going to be depending on your internet connection. So, but that is a quick overview of ArqSpin's turntable and how the ear works. I'm going to continue using this in a lot of my upcoming reviews as well. I've been using it for a while. I actually made a couple review videos of this guy already, but I just didn't capture what I wanted. So hopefully with the 4K GoPro, I get a little better view of everything for you. And in this case, here in a second, it's going to be uploaded and available for anybody to see on my account. I'm going to keep this one up. I may actually change the details on there, but just like I had it here, it's going to be available. I'm going to post it to this video so you can see exactly what the quality of the video I just took here during this review is. And let me know what you think. Comment below, subscribe above. I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully I'm getting the essence of the product there for you so you understand what it is. But, you know, if I sold on eBay, there is no way I would not have this, to be honest. No doubt. And I do sell on eBay from time to time. Free accounts work really, really good for that because of the fact that, you know, I can get I only sell 1 or 2 things at a time. So this is going to be this would work really, really good for that instance for those people. So, you know, buying the turntable, getting the free app, pretty inexpensive. But if you sell on eBay or you sell on Amazon or you sell on those services and you do a lot of products, this is a way to actually get a lot better view, and people will go, oh yeah, okay, I can see what it is, and so they make sure that it has that function or whatever like that. So, and in this case with the camera, even I could flip the screen open and make sure the screen was on, so as it came around, you can even see the screen was actually on. So there's a lot of different views you could do, you could actually do multiple ArqSpins, like I said, per product. So, with that said, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.